what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by thunder. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
And we're back with episode 4 of the Stanley Parable. Anyways, let's get into the game because there's so much to do, it's all the time to do so. Okay, so if you didn't see last episode, just you better go watch it because I can't say any spoilers. Well, I could, but no. You gotta just see it to believe it. Anyways, as for this episode, okay, well, I will say this much. Yes, we've been trying to find alternate endings. Okay, because there's like I think 19 endings, and we've been trying to get them all, and yada yada yada. Well, anyways, that's of course what we're gonna be just continuing to do in this episode. Just continuing to try to find more endings, and I have a list here of different endings we still need to do, and some of them I actually have to follow them by using these guides and stuff. Because There's quite a few I feel like I would definitely miss. Like, for example, there is an escape pod ending, which I actually have to follow the guide for. I never would have gotten it without... I mean, we wouldn't be able to get it if I wasn't following this guide. Let's see, what was another one I saw? Bottom of the mind control room ending. Yeah. There's a heaven ending. Oh, boy. But again... I gotta follow these different guides and instructions, which I need to... I still need to go through the rest of this list here. I pulled up a bunch of endings that we haven't done yet, but I still haven't pulled them all up. Like there's one called Powerful Ending, Cold Feet Ending, Not Stanley Ending, a Zending. What's this one? Games Ending. Oh boy. And then, of course, there's alternate versions to each one of these. Well, a lot of them, anyways. With or without the bucket, so there's also that. Well, anyways, let's work on what I just mentioned right off the bat here, and then we'll, well, still try and explore and yada yada. Okay, so let's try the heaven ending, because that one's actually right near us, right here. Kind of. Okay, so...
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Oh, he said something different yet again, huh? Okay, so it says you must approach the computers found at each location below and click once on them in this order, as well as restart the game between each input. So I'm guessing begin the game again just simply puts us there. It doesn't reset the entire thing. I guess to reset the entire thing, you have to go there, which I don't want to do now. So, yeah. Okay, so it says go to desk 419, which is prior to the two doors room. So it should be right here. Okay. Click on... Yes, there's that input received one. Okay, so now it says restart. Yeah, I would never have found this. Oh, good, everything's good there. Okay.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay. 423 is going to be the next computer. This one. Now restart again. Now this time we need to go to the boss's room. Well, not the room exactly. We want to go to the room right before it, which is secretary. Whoa!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this kind of shocked me. I'm not going to grab the bucket. I want to see this original. Oh, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me check something real quick. Okay. We're good so far. Still missing that number 4 on them, on the Figleys.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, it should be right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Next is going to be desk 434. And then after that's going to be Stanley's computer. Again, I would never have gotten this one. There's no way. It's a good thing I'm looking at a guide.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, there it is.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked,
This one kind of sucks that we have to go through all these loading screens. That's the only downside with this one. There it is. And let's find out what happens. Ha! Wait, do I have to push every single button? Because right now I'm just pushing the green ones at the moment. Well, I'm not even sure if I can even reach the top ones. I can definitely say the sound is annoying. Almost sounds like they're saying, watch the light. I don't know. Oh no, they come back on! Oh, you're joking. I think we're stuck. Hold on, let me continue reading. After the final... Okay, let me pause so I'm not talking over that. After the final input, Stanley is teleported from his office to a circular room filled with colorful buttons revolving around the center of the room, which is called Heaven. In the background, a choir repeatedly sings the words, push the... Oh, they're saying push the buttons. I'm an idiot. Honestly, I can't really understand what they're saying. It sounds like something like the light. I don't know, but no, they're saying push the buttons. You can only exit this... well, I guess I forgot to put the word room there, but you can only exit this and... Oh, I see what you're saying. You can only exit this ending by resetting the game on your own. Oh. However, it says with the bucket... So if we had the bucket, it's... Oh, well, I'll just read it here. I was just about to stop myself because wait, spoilers if we want to do it, but now this one says, while it's possible to enter heaven while holding the bucket, nothing will change with it in hand. Okay, so there, I'm not going to waste the time doing that one again. So here's some trivia for this one. This is one of the few endings where the narrator doesn't react. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he did not react. There's a hole on the top of the roof, but it doesn't lead to anything. Oh. Well, I guess you can only access that with, you know, modding tools. There are 6 rows of 72 buttons, or exactly 432 buttons to be exact, by what it says. And, yeah, okay, so that's another ending done. Let's clear that one. Okay, the next one... I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to, you know, just to keep you in suspense, I'm not going to say what it is, what each ending is when we start it, but I'll just say what we need to do. Okay, so yeah, this way we can try to keep you surprised as what's going to happen next. Anyways, begin the game and again. Alright, and I just gotta make sure I follow the guides right here. Yeah, because again, I'm trying right now. I'm just trying to do some of the ones I literally never would have been able to figure out, like that, for example. Give me 1 second. I just gotta read this real quick. Okay, I think I got an idea. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This one will be doing twice. One with the bucket, one without the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, here we go. Now. Oh, this is tough.
Okay, I think we all...
Got it. Yeah, you had to basically get locked out of the office. Oh, we can still go in the bathroom. That's kind of funny. Okay. Here we go. You are now leaving. Escape Pod Bay, floor 760. Okay, so 6 floors up that way. Can we use the elevator? No. Oh, looky where we're at. We're literally just right behind these windows. Ha! We're finally getting to see what's behind the windows. Amazing. I guess we gotta go up. Whoa. Huh? Every floor is the same? Talk about spooky. Here we go. Escape pod launch bay. Well, this is dark. What happened? Wait, what? Nothing was said. Even the narrator didn't say anything. What? You're joking. Oh, I see. Okay, I get the joke now. It says, well, upon entering that room, the escape pod opens in anticipation, but before Stanley can reach it, the game breaks, and the game breaks before we start. So basically, we never actually reached the escape pod. The game literally reset us before we could reach it. So that's kind of funny. Anyways, the bucket though. Yeah, let's do it with the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping in.
This is going to change a lot. Just give me a second here. Okay. Now, note though, if I'm not mistaken, we could have actually grabbed the bucket upon the return trip, so yeah. I don't believe you needed to have the bucket whenever go into the office. Just as long as you grab the bucket before you leave the one room. Which would be right now. So we go grab and then continue onwards. I'm gonna need to find out how to re-access the Stanley Parable 2 Deluxe content museum area. So I've still yet to figure out how to do that, how to re-access that. I'll have to probably use the original guide on how we accessed it in the first place. It just feels weird without the narrator talking right now. Kind of creepy, kind of sad, kind of lonely, very lonely. Even though we have our trusty bucket with us, but still, it's lonely. And this is probably pitch black on the screen right now, even though I can still see lightly. I can see the walls and stuff. Be free, bucket. I guess I'll be alone again. That was both funny and sad at the same time. However, there's another twist to this. That's not all.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
As we can see, the bucket's gone. We literally freed the bucket. So, yeah. But there's still yet another twist with this. I'm debating whether I should try to do it now or do it later. Yeah, because there's still one more twist. Let's see about trying to do a different ending right now, and then we'll see the twist after the next ending. Yeah, so again, following another one here I wouldn't be able to get normally. This one I gotta pay attention to real closely. Give me just 1 second here to read through this. I'll try to move through the game while I'm reading.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I think I know how to get this next one, but it's going to be a little tricky for me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh!
Here's the door, just go.
Oh, thank you. That was nice. That saves some time. I wonder if it's going to be like that from now on. Because that would actually be really, really great. To save time on that one.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, here we go. Now we're going to experience the new ending.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think you can already see where this is going. Bye, world. Whee! Ow. What the?
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is the alternate replacement bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
I don't know what would happen if we actually did that again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Still gotta find that one right there. The one it's showing in that picture. I have no idea where that is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change something real quick. BRB. Okay. So what I just did is I actually just flipped on accessibility options and flipped the controls around. So I've actually remapped triangle and circle, since here triangle and circle is the same thing as square and X. They're all interact. Okay, now originally L1 was also crouch alongside L2, and R1 doesn't do anything. So what I did is I mapped triangle, the triangle button, to the L1 button, and the circle button to the R1 button. So basically now, in order to go backwards, I actually have to hit R1, which, yeah, that goes backwards. I have to hit circle for R1, and now triangle, I can crouch, even though I can still do it with L2, so that's fine. Besides, out of the different buttons, I never really found myself ever hitting triangle, so yeah, it's still mapped to that one. And then, of course, circle just doesn't do anything now for me. But the reason why I switched the controls around, this way I can actually continue to move the camera while being able to click. And I can even do it with the other hand as well. So I can click using R1 and L1, which makes it a lot easier. So like I can just do, like here, I'm just going to move and whoop, like that, you know. Moving while clicking. Well, see, before, in order for me to move and click with the camera, I would just quickly flip my left hand over to the right analog stick and move with my left thumb like this and click. And yeah, that's me using my left thumb right now. But yeah, I can have more precision if I do it this, you know, the regular hand. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so this is gonna make it a lot easier.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Normally
Facility.
I wouldn't be able to do that because all the other games have all the other buttons mapped and stuff. But since this game, yeah, it works. Alright, anyways, turn on the lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this... But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Okay, that ending's done. Oh, it seems with the escape pod ending we did earlier, a little note says, grabbing the bucket after trapping the narrator in the boss's office. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, trapping the narrator in the boss's office, but not us, yeah. Triggers him to speak. It says, if this is not an oversight, this may mean that the narrator is actually present throughout this ending. Oh, maybe he just simply speaks saying, like, oh, hey, you grabbed the bucket. But he doesn't say anything after that, I don't think. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay, so the next one here is something that I almost found.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
What?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? Or is he referring to Stanley looking around to see us? I'm confused. Anyways, as I was trying to say, this next
when
one
Stanley
here,
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his
I
left.
briefly started it, but I didn't like finish it because I didn't know about it. So we'll see this in a minute.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Thank you. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be random. Here. Alright, so now originally what I did, and I think this was back in episode 1, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We're supposed to go... well, I went up. Okay, so we go down here. And then we go back... I went back up.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
And then we went back down. And then that was it. I didn't continue. However, I found out on here that we need to do this a couple times. Oh. What?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat. Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me. Oh my God, it's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh, God.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley. Of course, going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive. You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Whoa.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere. Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Oh my gosh.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
What? Wait, how can we see that? There we go. Wow. Unforgiven accounts of ups as well as downs. Sign the elevator. Elevator. Oh, that's cute. That's real cute. Highs and lows, isn't that what life's about? Stefan Stairs Walker. Oh my god. Whoops, wrong button. That's right. Oh my. It's funny with the break a leg champ. We can see at the top and the bottom, because since he has no legs. That's why I think that's why that one was there twice and signed by the boss, since, you know. Whoa! Okay, I was not expecting this. Nope, I was not expecting that. No, 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 I'm not there yet. No! Crap. I was looking around. Come on. Have a heart. Okay, there is a alternate version with the bucket, so Sally, we're gonna have to go through that again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both. Stanley clutched the bucket
I didn't mean to cut him
tightly
off
to his
there.
chest and entered the door on his left.
Now, I briefly did read through this with the bucket, like see if it's worth our time going through it, and yeah, it is completely different, so it's not just a few different words. We're gonna want to go through the whole process
Coming to a
again.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Whoops.
Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It might go a little quicker since we have the bucket, but I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Oh. Wonder if that will do anything. Well, when I say I was reading, I was skimming through it.
Here we
I
are,
didn't
said
want to
Stanley.
read spoilers.
No, I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
So maybe the bucket wants to go back up now.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Because the bucket can't speak.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be? Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Yeah, so we were able to get
For
through that a lot
months, he
quicker.
advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life. This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one. There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit. Only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I wonder what it was. I wonder what was on that screen in the back, on the back wall there, in the original ending. Yet I don't want to go through that whole process again. That's a lengthy one. If it was way shorter, at least with the elevator part and all the loading screens, I'd go check. What was that? Looks like I was going to say something at the bottom of the screen. Probably a small glitch. But due to how long it takes, I can't go through that again. But still, that was nutty. Okay, so let's look at this one. Oh, so we already did this one. Okay, so the powerful ending is the one where we jump off the lift. After you go through the right door, then through the lounge, then into the warehouse-like area where we get on that little elevator and go across with all the boxes everywhere. Yeah, that's actually called the powerful ending. Okay, I did not know that was what that was called. Is there with a bucket version? Yes, there is. Let's do that then.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
He acknowledged that. Oh wait, it's now 100. Oh wait, he changed it. We originally did have it 1,000. Well, either way, it was all the way up. We actually changed. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, there. Finally. But yeah, when we originally did it a couple episodes ago, we originally did put it to 1,000. So that's funny.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Goodbye, world.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
The Romeo and Juliet ending. Okay, but no, it's actually called the powerful ending. Even though they should actually call the alternate one the Romeo and Juliet ending. Anyways, apparently, the next ending here is almost similar to the one we just did. Okay. Yeah.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
Is it still at 1,000 since I Yeah, okay. Okay, so it only reset back to 100 if I leave the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. Ooh, this is tough. There it goes.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it. Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
That's good. There is a with the bucket version.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to it. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
However, there's a twist with this
I'm
one.
serious, Stanley. Jump. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
Yeah, if we don't jump. He was supposed to say more, unless that was with the original version. Odd. Oh, that must have been with the original version. Aw. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this. No. He's not saying anything. Crap, because see, it says, if Stanley hops into one of the nearby boxes sticking out of the shelves or hesitates jumping down entirely, the narrator will continue to harass Stanley into getting to the bottom, claiming that's not the Stanley I know. So he must not do it with the bucket, so I kind of screwed up the order here. But anyways, there's a bucket ending. Whee!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of
Or
me.
maybe not. Oh no, then he, part with the bucket was what he said earlier. Aw. Wait, what? Oh, we gotta see this ending. Okay, hold on. Let me read. I didn't previously look at this one before, so I gotta figure out where we're going. Well, when I say look, I meant read. I've not actually looked at any of this stuff in terms of videos or pictures, so I don't know what to expect to see. I'm only just reading in terms of like where I'm supposed to go to obtain what ending. Okay, so right. Okay, open the door. Take the lift. Oh.
All
Okay.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Wonder what would happen if you no. Oh, I wonder. Nope. Okay, they got it blocked. Cute.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ooh, wait. Hold on. Oh, there is... Okay. This does split right here. Oh, no. Oh, and we have to perform both endings in order to get the real ending. Oh my god, and there's even a bucket ending? Good gosh, this one's long. Which one should I do first? Let's see, left. I guess no, we're gonna have to repeat the first part to get the other sub, and then after that, then the main. Okay, so alley-oop.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, wait a minute. What the hey? That was supposed to... Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, we're doing it right. We're doing it right. I triggered it correctly.
Oh,
yep.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story! You've destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Click. No! It's bugged.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Whoa.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
You mean like Portal?
...behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me make sure. Huh. It doesn't say anything past this point, so...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
It's just like, nope.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Instant
that means
reset.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa. I like the green.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of two
What?
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
What?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Click. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that was... We just did both sub-ending A and B right there. Okay. I could continue reading there and, yeah, because I didn't want to read spoilers. Alright, so yeah, that was it. That was an actual full ending there. Now, there is an ending with the bucket. Let me see if it's worth it, worth our time doing this. How much time? Yeah, we got time here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need to do the bucket ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay, that got
Hey,
dark.
goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I just noticed it's missing the bucket here is missing the bucket sticker. Wonder how that happened.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things. Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here
Wow.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
What?
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Aww.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Okay, this next one's gonna be a little difficult, but we're gonna try to pull it off. Hopefully I'm reading this right. Whoa! What happened? Wait, what? The waiting inputs on this one. Oh, and I just cleared the page I had up for the one we're working on. I thought we were done. Give me a second here. It just says the game resets, so I don't know what this is all about. No, there's nothing. So this is something random. This has nothing to do with the ending. Well, it might still have something to do with it, but I mean, it's not specifically 100% tied. It doesn't look like. Wait, was that chord there before? I don't know what to do. Should I push the button here? Because see, that makes me think it'd take us to the heaven ending, and I don't want to do that. But there's all these papers. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna really regret this. Yep, I regret it. I should have followed the papers. I should have followed the papers. Now we won't know. Oh, you're joking. That's always there. That means we missed... Son of a biscuit.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We missed papers.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hopefully one of these days we'll get the paper ending again.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Anyways.
open doors,
Yeah.
he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait a minute, I wonder. If I keep resetting, will it keep giving me different beginnings? Like if we can actually rotate through these. If these are all randomized.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh? Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Alright, well hopefully we'll find it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, so... Oh, I see what we're supposed to do. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
You know, I feel pretty bad the fact that I never thought of trying this without reading it. I mean, maybe I might have thought of it later down the road, but I'm just surprised that I didn't try this on my first run. Wonder if we can get that key card. Oh, maybe this will eventually lead us to that other figure we're missing. Because we're still missing one figure.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
There!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Odd. It originally showed red behind him. Well, whatever. Here it is.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I'm actually surprised they didn't put like a joke trophy with that. Okay, now the big question. Which door do we go through? How are we going to do this? It only says to walk through the red door. It doesn't say anything about the blue. Oh, there's also a bucket ending. Okay, so we're going to do the blue one first. Let's see where we at. Alright. Let's go this way. Oh!
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, no wonder it doesn't say anything about the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What the?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Hey, this is just like that one picture on the marker board where it said a third option over here. It's actually, wait. Well, if there even was a hidden door, can't see it now. But I think this is probably it right here.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What'd be really creepy is if this was like real. 3% dead rat. At the first part, I could have sworn it looked like there someone with a hold on, let's see if it shows. Yes, it was there. I saw it was Journey. You have to like pause just as soon as it starts to go fast. I could have sworn I saw a Journey avatar. Wait, if I pause, nah, I can't. Alright, I have to go back on my own video later on and look at that. I can't look at it on my end right now. That sucks. But yeah, I could have sworn there was a Journey avatar.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I almost feel like this went into the ending.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
What?
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Wait, I just want to check something real quick with this baby part. Like, is it worth it to keep going and listening to that annoying sound? Is something going to happen? Or should I just let the baby go? Give me 1 second. This one I really need to find out, because that is very annoying. Stanley Parable baby game. Here we go. What? Oh my god, people actually did it for 4 hours. I no sooner just Google Stanley Parable baby game, and literally right at the top there's like, it's just, well, on my end it's showing like three videos at the top here. One's like 7 minutes long, it says the baby game ending. Another one's like 3 hours and 58 minutes. 4 hours of it says 4 hours of the baby game. And then the next video is like 4 hours and 2 minutes and says second annual Stanley Parable art ending baby game solo. What? Okay, so what happens if you play the Stanley Parable baby game for 4 hours? It says if the baby reaches the fire, then the game is over and players lose. After an hour or so, the narrator will switch things up and add another similar mini game to the mix involving a puppy and a pool of piranhas. After 4 hours playing both challenges simultaneously, a rather interesting entity appears. Oh, well, I'm never doing that. Forget it. So I guess we'll all just have to look it up on somebody else's video. Let me see. Oh my god, the art ending is only occurs. It says the art ending is the ending that occurs when you play the baby game for 4 hours. Screw that. I am never getting that ending. Forget it, okay? Forget. Thankfully, when I started this playthrough, I didn't say we're 100% doing every single ending. I just said we're going to try to do all the endings. I said that. You can even go back there and look. I said it different times. I said we're going to look for all the endings. We're going to try to do all the different endings. Yeah, try. I am not sitting here for 4 hours straight doing this. Screw that. Thank God there's no trophy for that. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh my god. Alright, I'll have to look up the ending from on my end later on, but to see exactly what happens with these videos. But yeah, if you want to see it, just type in the Stanley Parable Baby game, or just go Google it and same thing, whatever, and there you go. Wow, and wow. Anyways, let me just give me one more second here. I want to continue reading about the Zending, which we originally were working on. And I think I screwed up somewhere. Yes, I think I did. Okay, so somehow, instead of going to the Zending ending... yes, you heard that right. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, you're kidding me. Okay, so get this. I was going for the Zending ending, literally Zending, and I accidentally triggered the actual games ending. It's called games, as in games ending, okay? Let that sink in for a second. As in, we have like a little mini game right here, and yeah. But anyways, I wasn't... okay, I guess we'll have to do the Zending next episode. Originally, I was going to hold off on the games ending next episode, but I guess we're doing it now. Because it says, take the blue door 3 times. Yeah, I did that. Okay, yeah, alright, let's continue, because we're running out of time now. But at least I finally figured out where we were at, because I was like, wait, this does... The little bit I was reading up on the Zending, it never said anything about the blue door, and I'm like, where are we at? And turns out we're actually working on the actual games ending. Alright, let's give it a few more seconds. Bye-bye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Firewatch!
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh, okay, he can give us a minute to look around. What was that? Oh, this is so cool. Ah, there it is. There's the other watchtower.
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Actually, that was path.
Thank heavens
game.
we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will
Bye,
be
Firewatch.
just the thing. Wonderful.
Rocket
See, this
League!
is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Oh, there it
we
is.
shall
Says
run the
over there.
bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, cool. Oh, I can move faster. Yes. Well, look at it. There it is. Rocket League. All right. I'm surprised they were able to say that. Sadly, I can't jump. Oh! You can either hit
Are you
it,
doing it?
as in
Are you winning? Is this
bumping
fun?
into it, or
is
click
it
on
better
it?
than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for...
Whoops!
What are you doing?
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I wanted to continue. No! What the?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't
Portal.
help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Narrator. Oh, narrator. Hey, where'd you go? I guess we're just gonna have to walk off. Whee! Crunch. What the? Huh. The back rooms. No, I don't know what this is referencing. But it does look like I'm ooh. Does look whoops. Oh, I forgot controls are changed. Does look like I'm going backwards, I think. Yes, here it is, 427. Whoa. What is this? I wonder what this is supposed to be mimicking. Oh, I really wish I knew on this one. Oh, it's over. Crap.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, get this. It turns out in the PC version of the game, they had Minecraft and Portal. But the console version of the game has Firewatch, Rocket League, and it says Into the Office from the original Half-Life 2 mod, but without lighting. Huh. And apparently there's also an ending here with the bucket with that same what we just did there. Hey, the computer's back to normal. Alright, well, we're going to have to end it here. But, of course, we'll pick up... whoops. Wrong button. One click. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay, there we go. We'll pick it up right here in next episode. And, we'll just continue looking for more endings. Now, even though I originally said it was 19 endings... But note, though, when I said 19, it was 19 as in, like, names. 19 named endings. Of course, there's more endings because you have the alternate versions of so many endings and stuff. So basically, now if there was alternate of every single ending, then that's like, what, 38, I think? Yeah, 38 endings. But I don't think there's an alternate to every single one. But, yeah. Either way, there's tons of endings for this game. Now, we have done a lot, though. I think we might be able to finish this in at least another episode or two. I'm not sure. I got to go through the list and see what we've done, see what we haven't done, and go from there. But just be alert that we might only get one to two more episodes out of this. So that's what we're looking at right now. Alright, well, anyways, that's going to be it for episode 4 of the Stanley Parable. Of course, we'll be back next time with episode 5, where, like I said, we'll continue more of the endings, including alternate endings. And, yeah, just either way, more of the Stanley Parable next time. But anyways, again, that's it for this episode. So until next time, keep on gaming.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again. We got millions of reasons